Okay, here we are back dealing with the look of death. Oh, this is where we were. So, we've not been up somewhere where there was an item. I don't remember where that was. Maybe it's in the opposite direction. Love and death are part of life. Very true. Does depend on what we focus on, though. We don't have to focus on death, but it is very much worth attending to from time to time. The reality of life and the reality of death. For death is just another path in life, one which we all must take. I'm lost. I seem to have lost my way. How can we stop these guys? That brass hit was pretty good. Wah! It's cool. I wonder if that was due to the death blight eyes moving past me, or if it was just part of the music. Something I've been thinking about a little lately is maybe getting into reading books. There's, nothing wrong with reading books. Depends on what you read, of course, but book reading is very healthy for the mind. I've read some articles saying that more fantasy or fiction you read, the more empathy you feel towards others. Speaking of reading books, I should go read a book. Please do, Epitome. What are you going to read, though? Do let us know. Love you, Epitome. Good to see you here, my good gentleman. Oh. The pastor from Canada. Canada. I feel like I'm going in circles. I may indeed be going in circles. As awkward as it may sound, I feel like something just as important as the book is the place in which to read it. I would agree. I would agree with you there. Strange as it is, but yeah. You need to read the right book in the right place. You don't want to have a negative affectation toward what you're reading if you're reading it in a weird place. That's very true. No, I totally agree. I've read books in, like, doctors' offices, and I don't like to remember the experience. But you always, whenever you think of a book, you always think of also where you read it. Some of my favorite times of reading anything were walking outside. Hold on. What? Huh, okay. Well, we did get a lot out of that. I think there may be something I'm missing there, but we'll go back to the Darklight Catacombs, as I know there's something I'm missing there. Practicing crocheting. Very nice, Xanadu Peach. Keep up the good work. Have some good practice. Just started reading a book called The Pilgrim's Regress. It redresses backsliding and apostasy. Is that, who's that written by? Is that written by the same guy who wrote Pilgrim's Progress? Or is it by someone else? I've heard of it. Excuse me. I'm a disgusting human being who burpeth. Heavens. Epic Woody is also from Canada. Yes. The Canada. Good to know you, Canada folk. Always wanted to read in a quiet nook with a window overlooking a beautiful autumn day. Have you not? Have you not? Well, that's definitely something worth experiencing. Written by Mark Jones. John Bunyan wrote The Pilgrim's Progress. Yes. A Puritan. That's right. Very interesting, Epitome. Do let me know what you think of it once you have indeed read it. Time management is a major issue with me when it comes to reading, and with everyone, probably. So much I want to do in a day, and reading does take energy, mental energy. I mean, as someone with chronic fatigue, I'm always thinking about what will take energy to do. May not make a difference to many people. Ad break. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break myself to have, get to the bathroom. So I'll be right back after these quick messages, friends. I love you. Yeah, ad break. Okie dokie, friends. Charles has returned. Huzzah! Yay! Paladin Nox says, I never have. It becomes more difficult to find that spot when in Florida where autumn doesn't land. That's true. That's true. But yeah, going to a park to read is one of the best ways to do it. If that's also accessible and doesn't melt your bones with the fever heat of summer. Epi Timmy says, it's good so far. I'm reading it for pastoral care and concern for the flock. Anything from Mark Jones is generally excellent. I should read it then. Thank you for the lurking and the biblical lurkage, Epi Timmy. We love you. I'm going to give a shout out to our good Epi Timmy. So, Epi Timmy, a real pastor from the Canadian lands. Go check him out when you have the time. Follow if you have the will, subscribe if you have the means. I'm glad I didn't get hurt there. I don't know why I didn't. This game's damage calculation for that is really ridiculously bad and random. Arbitrary. It's arbitrary. I missed. Suppose what I can do at some point is read in a candlelit room with a window gazing at a soft thunderstorm. Yeah. Well, even if you just have a good view of, like, nature, even if it's just trees, whether they be in autumn or spring or summer, whatever, that's generally the best way to do it. I find, I mean, it's not terrible to be in like a minimalistic room where you can just have your own thoughts, but that's very dry. You want the aesthetics and the feel, the whole experience to be one, you know? Yeah, I don't. I live in an apartment with a view of other buildings and a parking lot. Yeah, not everybody does have access to nature that way. But if you can find a good place like that to spend some free time, that's definitely a very good way to spend your time. And what with mobile phones, you can even still lurk Charles' streams when you're reading. Huzzah! At least crocheting is better than sitting here being sad. It's true, Xanadu. I don't know why you should be sad, but I'm glad you can sit here and crochet. Yes. God bless you, my friend. Don't be sad, get glad. But, yeah, I hope you can... Are we in the right place? I think we are. Finally made it. Hope we can feel those feelings and be good, you know? My best wishes for you. Sorry you're feeling sad. It's best not to feel sad, but if you have to feel sad, it's best to feel sad with friends. I'm thinking about the... Ooh. Gracious. Where is this necromancer that's shooting stuff at me? Also, I never went over there. Oh, I see a way there now. Well, I'm gonna go do that. Got to thinking about the dogs that I had to rehome. I miss them. No, logically, I know I did the right thing. Selfishly, I want them back, and I know I can't have them back. Just sometimes I miss them terribly. That is very understandable, Xanadu Peach. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I get it. I get it. That is an adorable thing to be sad over. And I can relate. Don't feel bad about feeling that. I think that's only natural. God bless those puppos. Coffee number 3, let's go. Charles, if you find yourself able and willing, maybe take us to a nice quiet spot in nature and read to us. That's an idea. Unfortunately, streaming on mobile with Wi-Fi is incredibly spotty. Incredibly spotty. But I can try. I can try. That's how I did the coffee streams, really. So, as long as the internet is strong, I can do it. Do it. Finding a quiet spot is the main issue, because where I live... Wait, what? I'm back here? What did I just get? Got a rune. I mean, I'm grateful. I am grateful. But, it's not what I was expecting or hoping for. There is another ladder. I don't think I explored half of what this place has to offer. That's an excellent idea, Paladin. That is an excellent idea. Several people have been wanting me to read other books to them. Maybe on a Saturday I shall indeed schedule in some unusual stream ideas. I have a stream idea of going through all my bookshelf back here and reading off all the titles and what I've read them, or if I haven't read them. Talk about books. That's been a long time coming. I just have so many games to get through. And here's the thing. Games are just stream ideas, right? And every stream idea is worth doing. But you can play a game at any time. Not everyone has seen Charles' Room or read through his books. So that's probably something I should prioritize. Layla Game Zone! Charles, hello!
Oh, hi.
Layla! Welcome back, Layla. How's it going? Glad to have you here. How goes the splendid Saturday so far? Hope you're doing splendidly. That guy is not coming around here, is he? Yep. Ah. Got him. That was kind of anime. Yeah. Sad about dogs. If you read above, Xanadu Peach was talking about the dogs she had to rehome because couldn't keep all of them. Very relatable. Oh, okay, gracious. Excuse me. Sorry, I'll let you come up the ladder. Thank you. Okay, now I can use the ladder. He gave me 3,000 runes. Well, well, well. Yeah, this is that completely dark area. Is there even a door? Is there even a boss in this catacomb, or is it just a way to get to the abyss? Good, just unlocked my favorite minigame in Yakuza 0. Fun. What is the minigame? Out of curiosity. Paladin Locke misses his dog. Been 2 or 3 years since we had to put her down. Had a brain tumor. I'm so sorry about that, my friend. So sorry you had to go through that. Thought you did what was best for her, eh? Yeah. What type of dog was she? That's very tragic. That's pretty rare, isn't it? Have a pet die of brain tumor. A rat terrier. Oh, adorable. Adorable. It's like Dino Dash. Oh, that's fun, Layla. Yeah, lots of mini-games in those Yakuza games. Ooh. Yeah, we do need to get up there. I remember killing this guy before and being like, okay, how do we get up to him? Still have no idea. If we go down, we probably won't be able to get back up again. Maybe we do have to jump down up on that higher place. You're a mess for a few days, I'm sure. That's really hard. Unnatural deaths are the worst to deal with. Even when they're natural, if you see it, it's terrible. Couldn't even be with her when they did it. I had to wait in the car. Yeah, that's the most tragic thing about having dogs put down. I mean, most people do allow you to be in the room if you are willing, but some don't. I don't know, it's, I don't know if I would want to see my pet's life drained from its eyes, personally. But also just the sadness of not being there at the same time. You help this guy get his club back, and running and taking down these rich jerks that are trying to take over the city. Oh, I see. Smack 'em. Go around and smack 'em. Oh no, they would have let me, I just couldn't do it. There, yeah. I get that. I can relate to that. I'll probably do... Well, okay. I was gonna say, I'll probably die, but I'm gonna try something. But I died first, anyway. Your girl stayed with her, just couldn't. Yeah, understandable. My cat, Melanie, starved herself to death due to an illness. That's terrible. That is so sad. Gracious. Did you consider putting her down instead of allowing that to happen, or did it just happen too fast? This... They have a death... a death box there that you don't jump down, but how do you get in there? Happened too fast. That's unbelievable. That's crazy. Fast death by starvation. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Oh! I don't know if that was meant to be the... Whoa! I don't know if that was meant to be the whoa, but here we are. I think I can do that again. Well. Pretty much died next to you since your bathroom is next to me. Oh my goodness. My condolences yet again, my friend. That's rough. That's rough. I think that's what might happen to your Cinnamon. She starved herself to death the last week she was alive. Yeah. For a lot of dogs and cats, a lot of the issues that they deal with, that they end up dying of, or going downhill from, is generally kidney or digestion related. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. Probably not. There's too much momentum. Yeah, too much momentum. I tried though. I had to. It was science. Experimentation. Yeah. Remember the exact spot? Couldn't stop crying. I'm sorry. Sorry, my friend. Yeah. I mean, the most, like, traumatic death of a pet was natural, even. For me. For me, anyway, traumatic. Where my dog Rascal, she had lived at least, like, 16 years at that point. They were both, I had 2 Cocker Spaniel Pomeranians. One was Rascal, the other was Timothy. It's perfectly spaced. Don't allow him to do the thing. Okay. Got him. But, hello. But yeah, Rascal, she was having, like, I don't know if they were strokes or something. Death Knight set, let's go. Got it! Huzzah! Death Knight set acquired. Lovely. Lovely. Put it on. But yeah, she was having times where she would just, like, fall down and not be able to get back up for a while, and then she would get up and be fine. She was usually incredibly energetic, incredibly a go-getter. That's why we called her Rascal. She was very much a mischievous creature, and very loving, very gregarious. This is beautiful. This is crazy looking. I'm a skeleton man. I love the helmet. And you do get part of the cape. That's cool. That is very cool. How's the armor? It's not great. It's not great. The Black Knight set is better. We can probably mix and match. I need to read it too, though. But yeah, my dog, she was doing that, and then but she would still run around and chase balls, and we would take her outside. One day during winter, I woke up in the middle of the night, just with a feeling of, like, I need to check on the dogs. So I went downstairs and checked on the dogs, and Timmy was in the basement. We had a doggy door that went from the basement, where we had a nice little area, a little pen for our dogs to lay down and sleep, that they could come in from the outside into. We had a pretty large lawn with a big old fence, and it was snowing for a long time. Kind of in Colorado, there are, you know, blizzards that have like 3 feet of snow, but this was kind of a medium blizzard, like a kind of a light blizzard, I guess. And it was like a foot or 2 of snow, and so but it was supposed to get really cold. So I was kind of worried. We were kind of worried about the dogs, whether or not we should bring them inside. And we were like, we'll put the heater on down in the basement. They should be fine. So I went down to check at like midnight, and Timmy was inside, and Rascal wasn't. And I was like, oh no, where's Rascal? Where'd she go? So we were looking, you know, through the house. Maybe she was inside or something, but no. And so I looked out into the darkness outside, and I was like, I don't know where Rascal is. It's too cold out there. And so I looked outside, and I saw the lawn in the backyard, in the garden, and there was snow all over the lawn. And there was a little blackness of her body sticking up above the snow, like a wampa from Star Wars, you know. Like, she's laying outside in the snow, you know. And I knew she was dead. I knew at that moment she was gone. And that image stuck with me to this day. And I felt so guilty for not noticing earlier. But fact is, she could have gotten inside. Dogs are smart. They'd lived through cold days, cold nights, their whole lives. And the spot where she died was a place that she generally enjoyed laying down in. So, during the day. So she just went like a wolf when she was supposed to die, as wolves are known to do, went out from the camp, into a comfortable spot, laid down, and died in the snow. Which is like the most natural way a dog can possibly die, right? But for me, that messed me up. That was so traumatic, seeing that body out there in the snow, having seen her just alive that day. It was wild, and I had nightmares about her coming and coming back to me, coming back alive, and like berating me for not allowing her to survive. Like I felt so much guilt for that. Like I dreamed for like a week. I had dreams where it was like, I'm so sad that Rascal is gone, and then Rascal would come down the hall. Rascal, you're alive! Yay! And I'd pet her and stuff, and then she'd start talking to me in like a male voice and be like, why did you let me die? And then turn into a zombie dog and chase me. Those were the types of dreams I was having at that time. It was so, and like, I've always been aware of psychology, and it was like, this is so obvious. I feel guilt over this. I don't know. It was. Yeah, that was so traumatic for me. But for her, it was just like the way a dog's supposed to die, you know? The way it happens. And yeah, sad and beautiful. I couldn't see the beauty in it at the time. I was just like, I shouldn't have allowed my dog to die. But it's like, there's nothing I could have done. It was literally her time. It wasn't like, oh, we have to put her down. Oh, should we not? Should we allow her to suffer? It was like, she was totally healthy all her days. Right up till the day that she went out and laid down in the snow. So, that's my experience. That's my experience. Yeah, children don't understand at all. There is no shame in that, no. No shame, just like an like, and this is the thing. When, I think I was like 12 or 13 at the time. Probably maybe older than that, 14 or 15. But when that happened, I knew, you know, like I'd never experienced a dog that had lived so long dying, like a pet living so long dying. So that's what messed me up. I'd had hamsters die on me, goldfish, and I'd mourned them and moved along. But you can't really get that close to a goldfish. You can't really establish a good relationship with a hamster. I mean, you can to a degree, but it's so limited what you can do with a hamster that when that first dog died at 16 years old, my entire life, we'd had her, it was traumatizing. So you just don't know how you're going to respond when it happens to you, your first time. And it's emotional. It's emotional. Kill Mosquito! Congratulations, Layla Game Zone! Huzzah! You did it when One Punch Man couldn't. Bravo. Felt guilt too. My parents would have paid for a vet visit. Yeah, I mean, what do? You couldn't have known she would have just died. It's very unusual, Layla. So, anyway, talking about past dog traumas and death. Let's read the Death Knight armor. Very moribund stream, this. I love that word, moribund. Morbid. Same thing. Death Knight armor. Golden armor of the Death Knights, adorned with an antiquated depiction of the Erd Tree. Really? Enhances skills and incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult. It's a dragon cult knight set. Interesting. These knights, once Godwyn's personal guard, quested to find their transfigured master's cadaver surrogate for the coming age of the Duskborn. Fascinating. That's a death playthrough right there. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Does it say anything else? Enhances skills, incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Duskborn. Very, very cool. Yeah, that's the Godwyn playthrough. Huh. I'm fascinated. Alright, let's look at this in the light, shall we? Antiquated depiction of the Erd Tree. All I see is stars. Maybe that is it. Maybe that is what it's depicting. The Erd Tree was once just stars. That would make a lot of sense. Since all of the aliens came from outer space. Ugh. Death Knight calls Layla Fox. Her favorite raid, Shadow Legends character is Death Knight. Oh, really? Yeah, Death Knight is a really cool class. I've never played Raid Shadow Legends. I know the game is mobile phone tripe, but, you know, classic fantasy stuff all throughout it. Surely. What is being depicted on the cape? Oh. It's of a Death Knight with an axe. Huh. Fascinating. You are what you wear, I guess. Dress for the job you want to have. Yeah, it's chainmail too, my favorite. Chainmail and plate. That's really neat. Yeah, so we have Black Knight armor, we have Armor of Solitude. There's a lot here. That is so cool. We have the Helm of Night, even. A Night Knight. Nighty night. Oh my goodness. I'm so funny. I hear it's Gmail. Oh my goodness. Gmail. So how are you supposed to get in here to begin with? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I love this armor so much. It reminds me of the Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Fantasy Chaplain, like skeletal chaplains, Space Marines. Same kind of radial design on the helm. Fourth Horseman cometh. Greetings and salutations, Fourth Horseman.
Oh, hi.
How do you do? Good to see you. Hello. Hope your Elden Ring run is less frustrating than last night for you. Yes, I've taken a break from Radahn. We are exploring other areas we have not yet discovered. So, it is much more fun now. How do you get in? You need a Gmail account. Where am I now? Ah, this is... okay. Alright, I can say with absolute certainty that we have discovered everything in this particular dungeon. That's all I had left, so... there is one more Blood Fiend area I've not found, but I've seen clips of. Spoilers. So, we need to find that, but... don't know where. I already found that. Yeah, this place is very disappointing. The Abyssal area, the woodland, Abyssal Woods. Very sad that nothing really is there outside of the Nidra battle. Although, it looks like there is more of the forest out here. But I don't know how to get down there if there is a way. Okay, well, we have gotten ourselves another level. And I think it's actually time that we go and we fight Radahn again.